Tamil is the language spoken in our organisation predominantly, as it's in Tamil Nadu, where it's at the very southern tip of India. There's no actual word in translation for fair in Tamil. In this sort of instance, you could use a word called Maryada, which would mean respect for both sides of the parties. So Maryada Kudutomna, that means giving respect to and having respect for. So this in Tamil would be used in our organisation quite a lot, especially when we're dealing with our suppliers and our customers. Fair trade, for me, basically, to sum it up, means to give the right amount of maryada, as I mentioned before, to those who are supplying, producing the product, and to the consumers that are buying the product, and to ensure that all parties are sharing the benefits and it's not a majority enjoyed by a dominant, by one dominant party.
What does the word fair mean to you?
So everybody gets a fair amount of what they should have.
Everyone is all equal and they all get the same treatment. Fair is a very strong word because it can change lives, things being not fair.
Giving people the same opportunity as everyone else.
That two parties are treated equally and fairly, and that nobody massively profits out of another person's losses.
It's when the farmers and people who make things get a fair amount of money for their products.
Fair trade is where products that we buy have been manufactured and imported through fair means, meaning that the people who actually made the products have been paid a decent wage, and some of the money goes to support projects maybe that support those communities and helps their lives to improve through our purchasing their stuff.
Business doesn't always have to be just solely for profit, and that actually people can really gain, societies can gain from having a different type of business perspective. We believe in business with social responsibility, so we're trying to put back into the society as much as we are taking and gaining from it. 50% of the profit goes to our trust activities. In our trust activities, we've been able to come up with our own school which started for the employees' children, but now has reached out to the actual public and has now over more than 500 children. Currently, we are producing these fairy accessories to Believe You Can, which is run by a lady called Louise Birchmore, and she is in Brighton, and these products are actually available on the streets, on the high streets of Brighton.
I'm a wholesaler, and so I design the products and I buy them directly from the producer, Teddy Exports in India. I then wholesale them to many different retailers throughout the UK. I think a lot of people think fair trade could just be bananas or coffee or chocolates or things, but it can be other products as well, like fair trade fairies, there's fair trade gifts, there's fair trade shoes, there's all types of things that can be fair trade.
What sort of fair trade items can we buy?
Coffee, sugar,
bracelets, bananas,
all sorts of cotton products.
Chocolate.
mirrors.
You can buy other like accessories as well. We were doing for the summer fair. We saw little bird hooks, and we saw some little princess purses.
There's peanut butter,
You get little gifts that I've seen around shops sometimes.
toys, compost, gardening gloves, rubber gloves, all sorts.
Brighton's a fair trade city, so we need lots of fair trade here. And it's great because we have shops like this in the fair shop, and we have the Love That Stuff shop in the marina.
These are dresses that are made out in Ghana. They're hand batiqued, which is a local skill in Ghana. And then they're made out there as well, and then imported into the UK. This is a bag made out in Calcutta, India. It's a lot of leather craft out in Calcutta. Fair trade is great on so many levels. It's handling the issue of inequality. You're giving people a decent standard of living. You're creating opportunities for the next generation through not only education, but also a lot of health programs are funded by fair trade.
I have a shop in Brighton Marina, and it's great to be by the sea. I think we have lots of tourists that come in from all over the world, so that's really nice. We also have a good loyal customer base. It's a good place to be, Brighton, because it's always been quite alternative, and I think it's got a population that thinks more, hopefully, than the average person about where their goods come from. It's very nice to be able to show off the producer's work, so I feel very proud that I have so many lovely things in the shop, and I think the level of skill is amazing. It's just very good to see some of the things going out of the shop, and then to be able to buy more, so that you know that the producers are going to get more work. I think one of the things I like most about it really is actually the contact with the producer groups, so and knowing the difference that it makes to them. So I like knowing about some of the social projects that they're working on, and some of the new designs and that sort of thing. I think that's the thing I like most, really.
I can't buy everything. I want fair trade. I suppose I'm learning what is available as fair trade. I was surprised just the other day to see fair trade cinnamon. I didn't know there was an option to have fair trade or not fair trade, and it's been interesting to learn about, you learn more about where these products come from in the world, and you learn about the people who are growing them, and it connects you to these countries. And I think the more we learn, the more we'll fish around for the fair trade items. But at the moment, I think there's a lot of education that needs to happen so that people realise that these things aren't fair trade. As we know from disasters recently, that the clothing industry, there's a lot of mismanagement and unfair treatment, which we like to be very blinkered to when we're buying our cheap clothes.
Everyone benefits from fair trade. The people that are making the garments, the communities of the people that are making the garments as well. People in the Western world are getting a good quality product, which they'll treasure because of the amount of work that's gone into it, and the fact that it is changing things for the positive.